Good day, beautiful people. Welcome once again to your favorite program, our favorite program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujima, and I have here with me in the studio Comrade Pope Olaja, popularly called African Pope. Pope, you are welcome to the program today.
Thank you.
Yes, well, viewers, like we all know, The Conversation is a topical issue program in which we look at happenings in Nigeria and in the diaspora. Top of the bill today, we are looking at the flood alert, that the Nigerian Meteorological Services has issued alert to about 20 states, warning about impending flood. The whole world is still shocked by the flood that has ravaged Texas in the United States of America, in which the death toll is still counting as we speak. We've had over 100 deaths. And just some months ago, we also had a similar flood in Mokwa in Niger State, where we lost over 200 persons and so many others were missing. The issue of climate change has become a stark reality, staring us all in the face. And when meteorological agencies globally warns about flood, I think it is appropriate for African countries, most especially we are talking about Nigeria now, to start taking preventive measures. Houses along river banks, along water pathways, and also our activities. It is time for us to start reflecting. What are those things we are doing that is making us put ourselves at risk? Right now, 20 states. In fact, at the earlier in the year, the alert was for about 30 states out of 36, and we saw that the rain just comes in unannounced, and we always have a heavy rainfall these days. Yes. So when we have this flooding, the damage is unquantifiable. Homes, lives, livelihoods are destroyed. The one in Mokwa, Niger State, I saw the rail track.
Yes.
It completely wiped off the earth under the rail track.
The bridge that link north and
yes.
southern part of
you
the
remember
country.
Was it the 2022? The one in Kogi State.
Yes, that's in Lokoja.
Lokoja.
That's the whole, almost part of this.
Yes,
that
was submerged. Almost the whole state was submerged.
So you see, well, the meteorological agency have done their own part by alerting.
That's the role they can play.
That's the role they can play. So it now behoves on the government
states,
of the states
as well as the local government.
Then the people.
The people themselves.
And in fact, the greatest culprit here are the people. If government says don't build here, they will say, no, it's this thing, they will go and build on them.
In fact, if you look at the Mokwa flood, do you know that people built on the water channel itself?
Yes.
Just because of climate change, the river had dried up. So they turned it into a residential area.
It's like that everywhere. Even here in Lagos, there are a whole lot of people that people build, and you now begin to wonder, are these people, what is in their mind? So, and in fact, I'll say the greatest culprit, my own opinion, are the people. Because we talk about desertification and the impact of man activity. So, of course, we are talking about, I won't go to zone layer depletion and what have you, because what's the level of industrialization do we have, even in Nigeria? So, but the activities of
ourselves
is that if you go to, the hinterland, the trees are felled, indiscriminately.
Indiscriminately, yeah.
And there is no conscious effort
to replant.
So, whether they are used for charcoal, for whatever reason.
A big problem or a big lacuna for that shortcoming you have identified. I think we should lay it at the doorstep of the government, because a lot of these are people, they don't have the understanding of what the tree portends for humanity.
For humanity,
yes.
their own protection.
For their own protection,
survival.
yes, they don't know.
Yes,
because if our environment is not safe, we can never be safe living in it.
Yes, of course.
So, like I tell people, you see, when it rains, people will carry their waste. They will pour it into the drainage,
expecting the water to.
You know, so you ask that if there is a blockage and it results in flooding, you think the governor who is living far away will be? It will not be the one that will be swept away.
No,
it will be you and your properties.
So. Why, in a way, I would say government has a role to play.
Yes,
in terms of education.
Education, yes, we need it seriously.
When you go into hinterland, you see bush burning.
Yes.
Because they want to kill rabbits.
Yes.
So they will set
fire to
then the herders, the herders, because they want to feed their cattle. They set the bushes on fire, so that there will be a new this thing that will sprout out.
New how do you call it now?
Whatever that will sprout.
It will sprout from the ground.
From the ground after the.
So that their animals can feed on it.
On that, without taking cognizance of the implication of that. So as a result of that, the certification is that we are losing vast land to deserts now, and we are not making conscious effort to reclaim and plant trees.
In fact, the Lagos State government recently, about 2 days ago, announced that the World Tree Planting Day, that people can come and collect tree seedlings
to be planted.
And there is even a group that said it's going to plant maybe 1 million trees within the next year.
Well, we do that year in, year
but
out.
The consciousness of our people is very low.
During Fashola's
administration, former Governor
Fashola's administration, trees.
There was conscious effort about environmental reclamation and beautification, yes.
Okay, go and look at the trees planted there. Some people have called them off.
Pope, you see, when I see this thing, what comes to my mind is that, do people realize the impact of that action of theirs, or they are only looking for the day's survivor? Because when you have trees around you, you don't know that it purifies the air you breathe in.
Not only that, when breeze comes, they serve as buffer.
Buffer, yes, to hold the storm of the weather.
The wind to protect even your building.
Even your building, yes. No, you see, because we are discussing this because we have education and we are conscious. A lot of our people don't know this. Because when you have trees, where you have huge array of trees around you, the level of air purity there, because when you breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, that is what they consume. And
then they reverse
it and make it purer for you to take in your oxygen. So it is important for our people to recognize that a lot of our activities are responsible for this flooding. And when these warnings are issued, we don't need to wait for government to tell me to save my life. Because it's my life.
Yes,
if it's taken away, government cannot arrest me again. No. I've lost it, and I will give account to my maker. Because my being here was for a purpose. And if through my negligence, I have bought the accomplishment of that purpose, it is double jeopardy.
So here, I think what we are saying in essence is this. Government has a role to play.
Absolutely.
In terms of educating the people. Then there used to be forestry department everywhere.
Yes.
So
in every local government.
To monitor even these trees, that for you to cut any tree around you, that you must take permission. or the government must be in the know.
Eh,
Yes,
I think government can only be able to effect that if there's a serious synergy between the local government and the CDA, CDCs. Because, you know, the local government is the closest to the people. When you involve the CDA and CDCs, they can be your watch, you know, your eyes, your watchdog. So that they will, they will even, the message we are, you know, emphasizing here, they will help us push it down. So that everybody will know that when the X want to cut one tree, another woman will tell her, you have you forgotten the message they told us that day? No, don't do it, oh. You know, we'll act as our own, you know, monitors to ensure our environment is safe.
Yes, that is one. Of course, I believe there are government agencies like building control, whatever.
Safety.
No, if you are building anywhere, they will come to come and mark.
Yes.
So the same thing can happen.
Can be done
in terms of tree planting and what have you. Then make it compulsory that every house.
Yes.
For every house
must have a tree.
Planted. But we have a situation where people even build to
the road, to the middle of the road.
And there's no space to even plant.
Well, I think this is a wake-up call to all of us and the government that climate change is real. The flood alert is not just a mere warning.
So what is important is how do we adapt?
Yes, adaptation. Yes.
So, and that is
if you are living on river banks, we have been told that the rains this year will be very heavy. And when they tell you the rain is going to be very heavy, you know what comes with the rains. A lot of water.
So if it is possible, evacuate.
Yes, and it will result in displacement. Yes. It's better you are inconvenienced by relocation rather than you being delayed. That is our message to our people from the conversation. Well, we want to go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please continue to watch the conversation coming to you from TV 360 in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be right back.